hardware manufacturer MasterSounds is back with 4 new pieces of gear. Ongoing series Inside Turntablists features a former DMC champion, and Pioneer is back with the new beta for Rekordbox DJ. Find out more coming up. Thank you for watching PDot TV, where you'll find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. Now let's get into the video. Boutique hardware manufacturer MasterSounds is known for their handmade analog mixers, and now they're back with 4 new products, 2 new mixers and 2 new effects units. First up, their 2 new mixers, called the 4V series. There's the 4V Radius and the 4V Linear. Both of these share basically the same kind of form factor, but one being rotary like the other MasterSounds products, and one being fader based like most other DJ mixers. Now again, MasterSounds is working with a former Allen & Heath designer. That's why if you look at the form factor of these 2 mixers, you see some similarities between the older Allen & Heath mixers and these new ones. Some similarities I picked out are the way that the faders are positioned, and the actual fader caps that they're using remind me a lot of the older zone mixers that Allen & Heath are so famous for. Now, one thing that can be guaranteed is that these MasterSounds mixers are gonna sound pristine. They're known for their sound quality, especially in the analog realm if you're playing vinyl and things of that nature. The way that this mixer is structured and built is designed to push the analog signals through and give you that nice warm analog sound from mixers of the past. And to go along with these 2 new mixers are some new effects units from MasterSounds. These units not only feature effects, but also analog filters and analog distortion as well. So because of the analog nature of these effects units, they fit in perfectly with the analog sound that MasterSounds is known for in their mixers. So if you're in the market for a boutique mixer that's going to be made top-notch with top-notch materials, and the build quality is going to be fantastic, and you have the extra change to spare, I definitely would invest in these new MasterSounds mixers and the effects units as well. BoomCity is back with their 3rd installment of their ongoing series Inside Turntablists, and in this episode they feature none other than Jon1st, former World DMC Online Champion. Now Jon1st has gotten a lot of shine since he won the online DMC a couple years back, and for good reason. He is so technical and so clean on the cut, and getting this background on how he came up in the DJ world and also how he integrated his former love for playing guitar and switching from that as his main instrument and focusing on turntables being his main instrument is really inspiring. So if you'd like to get some insight on the former DMC champion and what his mindset was from coming up, just beginning with DJing to making the switch to battle DJing and how it's affected his career thus far, definitely check out the latest installment of Inside Turntablists. Pioneer DJ just doesn't seem to stop with the updates to their flagship software, Rekordbox DJ, and they just recently announced the latest beta for Rekordbox DJ version 5.4. Now this new beta doesn't feature a lot of brand new features, but it features one pretty cool one, and that is the stoplight system for mixing in key. What this does is it allows you to see your library and see what songs that's currently loaded into the decks will kind of mix in key correctly with the songs that are currently playing. So say you have one song that's in a Camelot key of 1A, it'll highlight the songs that are 2A or maybe 1B in green, and then songs that are kind of closely in key but not necessarily 100% will be marked in yellow, and so on, with red being songs that really don't match. So if you like to mix in key, this gives you a nice visual representation of what you can move to right away, instead of having to look in the column and having to see exactly what the keys are. Having those colors showing you what really works, what might work, and what won't work at all really are a nice indicator, especially for DJs out there that mix certain genres that really rely on mixing in key. Now there are other small feature updates and bug fixes. One cool one is that the fact that now you can have a hot cue loop be set to automatically engage if the track is playing. So say you have a song that has a loop saved as a hot cue, automatically when the song gets to that point, the loop can be engaged already. You can set a longer emergency loop towards the end of the track and have that automatically engage in Rekordbox DJ performance mode. And that's another big point, is that this new hot cue loop mode only works with the performance mode for Rekordbox DJ. So if you're using Rekordbox on USB sticks, this feature doesn't work, and maybe that's a drawback, and hopefully they can iterate that in the next actual media players, or maybe in a firmware update for their CDJs and XDJ lines, but currently it just works in Rekordbox DJ performance mode. And overall, even though this new beta doesn't include many new features, it's really nice to see that Pioneer DJ is sticking to their guns and just still updating incrementally Rekordbox DJ over and over again multiple times during the year, and they're not stopping, and they don't seem like they're slowing down at all. They're really set to make Rekordbox DJ a real main contender in the DJ realm, not only with the newer hardware they're putting out, like their DDJ-1000 and their newer DDJ-400, but seeing them update the software to kind of match the changes, the maturity of the hardware shows a real commitment to it. And I'm really glad to see that, because as time progresses and softwares like Traktor haven't been updated what seems like years now, it's really nice to see a contender like Pioneer DJ take that mantle up and push the technology of DJing forward. So that's it for the news this week. So question of the day, have you ever used a rotary mixer? And if so, what was your experience on it? Go and leave that down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And as always, if you found this video useful, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click right here to subscribe to this channel. Or if you'd like to watch more content, go ahead and click on that video right there. And thank you for watching PDot TV, where you'll find tips, tricks, and tutorials for DJs and music performers. See you next time.